we are slowly approaching the latter stages of this season. In La Liga, UCL, the World Cup is on the horizon. And let's be honest, with Real Madrid, it's been 50-50 this season. A lot of ups and a lot of downs as well. So while it's international break, why not do a stay, loan, and sell? Stay or sell, of course, you know how it goes. I'm going to pick players that should go on loan, that should stay at this club, and that should 100% get sold. We have a lot of players, that could be coming in, but this is just the players that are right now at Real Madrid. And I did include some academy players, as you can see, and Enrich, because I think Enrich is a 100% stay next season. So we can already do that. I think Enrich has to stay at this club next season when he returns from Lyon, because I think he offers so much as a right winger, as a striker, backup, even as a starter. So let's just start off with saying that Enrich, even though he's not at this club, I'm going to be keeping him next season 100%. Now, let's get into the players that are actually playing for us right now, which is Thiago Pitarch, a new player on the horizon as well. Arbeloa just picked him out like this from the academy. And, this guy was projected to be one of the best from this, academy team. And I think he's been doing a great job. Thiago Pitarch looks great on the pitch. He's not that good, technically, and he does struggle a lot under pressure. We could have seen that in the games against City, which he usually did well, but he had some questionable decisions. But in my opinion, we should 100% keep him. Even as a bench player, I would keep Thiago Pitarch. He can still play for the academy. He can maybe go on loan, but if he has a spot in that midfield and he keeps performing like this, with the chances that he's been given with Arbeloa, of course, we have Jude coming in. So let's see what Thiago Pitarch does until the end of the season. But I don't think there's any possibility for us to let him go when there's rumors coming out that we should be selling some of these players in the midfield. But let's get into that later. Jude Bellingham, no questions asked, but I think 100% keep. 1,000,000% keep. I don't even have to say, why should I even talk about Jude Bellingham? Of course we have to keep him. When he's on form, one of the best midfielders in the world, if not the best. He's so important going back and forward. I hope Arbeloa can do something, because Arbeloa, let's be honest, he's the master glazer. Yeah, it has worked for Vinicius. I hope it works for Mbappe, and I hope it works for Jude Bellingham. But the guy that's definitely not gonna work, the glaze, my brother, I don't know, fucking Pokemon, some magical potion, yeah, shield from Fortnite, yeah, David Alaba, brother, peace out, man. Because David Alaba has the worst injury record, I think, of any player. He is a commercial player, yeah, he's like David Beckham now, unlike he brings 50% less money in the club, maybe even more, 10%, my brother, you are nothing. When you play for 45 minutes. You're like Mendy, genuinely. Mendy and him, you know what, Mendy as well. I would say Mendy, my brother, if you can do something with him, just sell them, bro. I cannot do this anymore. Because Mendy, he's not gonna play. He plays like 2 games, 45 minutes. He's injured for 2 months. The same with David Alaba. I just cannot have these players at my club anymore. I am done with injury-prone players. And the rumors I'm seeing, fucking Rodri signing, Van de Ven. Why are we attracting so many players that are injury prone, and we have injury prone players already at the club? Yeah, like David Alaba and Ferland Mendy, they have to go. 2 injury prone, and even when they play, Mendy is great defensively, going forward, absolutely buns. And David Alaba on the ball, he's okay. He's a good defender on the ball, but defensively, and he's not that tall. So I don't know, man. I think we should sell them. Arbeloa, 100% stay. One of the best midfielders stats-wise this season. Maybe in the performances, it's a bit 50-50 some games. But when Arbeloa started using him in this 4-4-2 system with Thiago Pitarch, Camavinga, or even Tchouaméni, Valverde, he's just there. He's there, he does his job. And the fucking goal against Elche from the halfway line put him, in the radar once again. Because he was going under the radar. He was underperforming a lot in the middle of the season, in the January and the December months. I think Arbeloa has to stay at this club. Now with Gonzalo Garcia, yeah, if you go into my streams, box presence, okay, down below, box presence 1-0, I think he should be loaned out. Maybe I'm gonna get slandered for this. I think he should be loaned out. If Enrich, as I said already, for me has to go back to this club from Lyon and stay, I think he just offers something more, and we have enough. Like, if Brahim Diaz stays and this and that, because I think Brahim Diaz should stay. I think Brahim Diaz should stay at this club, because once again, I underrated what he can do on the pitch. He's 26, and when he came in under Arbeloa right now, what he does for the club defensively and attacking-wise, on the ball, off the ball, he's sensational. Sensational. I'm just not gonna speak on Brahim Diaz until I, see him do it in the quarterfinals, semifinals, and this and that. Maybe I'm gonna change my mind, but I think Gonzalo Garcia can do something. If he gets loaned out and plays every single game at a Serie A club or some, I don't know, a Bundesliga club, he could develop 1,000,000 times more than sitting on the bench at Real Madrid. Because Arbeloa, he doesn't really like him, yeah? This fetish with the academy, that's with Thiago Pitar, Manuel Angel, Jimenez, and these guys, Sestero, Palacios. But Gonzalo Garcia, he's been getting like 25 minutes, 30 minutes of the bench, max. And some games, he has 5 minutes of, like, I think he would benefit so much more from going out on loan. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh, but you know my stance on Gonzalo Garcia. Camavinga, for me, that's a stay. A lot of people are going to say sell. I don't want to spend too much time on this guy. I love him as a player. If it was down to Real Madrid, I think they are going to sell him, unfortunately. But this is my ranking, so Ban Perez, man. Carreras, stay. Self-explanatory, in my opinion. Performances, consistency, potential, and we just bought him this summer. No way we are letting him go. On the other hand, Ank, yeah, man. Dani Carvajal, it's time, bro. I don't care if you have solid performances. Now, when you come back, you're too old, you're too injury prone, your contract is not the smallest as well, and yeah, the contract, we would have to offer him a new contract. I don't think it's possible to keep him one more season. It would be too much financial, like too much of a big financial decision, and he doesn't offer that much. Let's be honest, guys. Wouldn't you rather promote like Fortia? Wouldn't you rather have Trent, Valverde? Wouldn't you rather have David Jimenez or sign somebody? I think Carvajal, when you can let him go now, without giving him a new contract, I would do that. Dani Ceballos, brother, fuck off. Yeah? This is where we draw the line with being nice. Dani Ceballos, you're pissing me off now. Because I could have been wearing that Real Madrid shirt since you have a right here. Brother, you went on loan to Arsenal. You played like 5 good games. You come back. You play 10 good games. You look world class at the middle of the season. And then you get injured. Get out, bro. Genuinely get out. Dani Ceballos, he plays 2 good games. He gets a standing ovation last season at the Bernabeu. He gets injured for 3 months. And since then, I've seen like 2 good games. I don't know what he does on the pitch. He runs. The next game, he's a controller. The next game, I see people saying, but he presses. Brother, just go. Yeah, you can do that at fucking Deportivo La Coruña in the 2nd division, bro. You can go play in the Premier League for Bournemouth. That's your stance. Real Betis didn't even want you. We offered them Ceballos. They didn't even want him. Peace out. Thibaut Courtois, the biggest stay at this club. He's the most important player, unfortunately now injured, but yeah, there's no point even talking about this. The same as I said about Carreras, same goes for Dean Huijsen. Dean Huijsen just signed. I think his performances have been getting better in the past few weeks, even in months now, because he's been so much better when Rudiger came in with him, now in the center-back pairing, and he's been performing well. The season, I think, it has been a bit of a disappointment, let's be honest. I'm gonna make my webcam a bit smaller so you can see. But it has been a bit of a disappointment, let's be honest. Especially in that, like, after that Atleti game and he got injured and the performances after that, holy buns, man. He looked slow, he looked lethargic, he looked lazy, he looked out of position. And in some games, even his best qualities, which is, I think, ball playing, and ability on the ball, technique, he looked bad. But he's slowly getting better and the potential is there. So definitely keeping him. Fran Garcia, wallahi go. Wallahi go. Now what I'm thinking about it, Fran Garcia, Mendy. If I had to pick who would stay, it's gonna be Mendy. But I'm gonna sell them both. Yeah, I don't care. This is my list. I'm not trying to be realistic because Mendy too injury prone and Fran Garcia on my life. His level is Rayo Vallecano. He should have stayed there. He had a good game there. And that's your level. Honestly, Fran Garcia, you can have a good game at the Santiago Bernabeu every 2 months. And when we play away, I don't know, sometimes you just look out of position at Real Madrid. And I think we can do better. We have Carreras there. I think if you play Mendy, if you keep Mendy or Fran Garcia, that's going to be good. And if you sign somebody, I don't know, free agent, or you promote somebody, you know, if Arbeloa stays, if you promote somebody from the academy, I think it's a better decision to get some money out of Fran Garcia, or maybe, you know, let go of Ferland Mendy. That's just my opinion. Lunin, definitely stay. If he wants to leave, I get it, because once again, he's gonna show you now. He's gonna show you now how good he actually is. He's, by the way, in the stay category, of course. Yeah, we need him as a second keeper, one of the best second keepers of all time. Genuinely. Franco Mastantuono, I think he has to go on loan. Franco, he doesn't even have chances under Arbeloa. He completely got pushed out of the team, even when Xabi Alonso was here. Yeah, I think we jumped the gun on him too early. We spent too much money on him. We should have loaned him out this season, actually, and then kept him the next season. But, you know, you live and you learn, okay? You live and you learn. And when you watch Franco play, he's not a Real Madrid player yet. He's just not, at all. He needs to work on his finishing, his positioning. The one thing you cannot, like, fault him for is his work rate. That's the best thing about him now. But, my brother, I have work rate, you know? So, let's develop him somewhere else. Kylian Mbappe, that's definitely a stay. Kylian Mbappe has to stay at this club. One of the best players in the world. I think we do have to figure out something with the Vinny and Mbappe situation still, because I don't know what the fuck are they doing. And with the injuries of this club, and his injuries as well with the knee news, if you have seen it, like how we apparently examined the wrong knee. You know what, bro? This medical team can go absolutely do one. You're genuinely doing my nerves in. Yeah, but Mbappe is definitely staying. Now, this is controversial, and at the start of the season, I probably would have said keep, but I think we have to sell Militao. It's just so many injuries, and when he comes back now and performs until the end of the season, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he gets injured one more time this season, 100% sell. I'm gonna give him sell because I just think I think he's gonna get injured. I just think he's gonna get injured. Yeah, I'm not being positive with injuries this season. You cannot fault me for that as well, because so many injuries this season. How do we have so many injuries? And in the defense as well. Mendy, Trent, even Valverde got injured. Militao, Asensio, flipping Rudiger. Everybody's injured. And once again, Asensio, I would keep him. But bro, you have to keep performing more consistently. And when he was finally doing a little bit, you know, people were saying, yo, he's leaving it out on the pitch. He actually fighting for the badge. He gets injured by some neck injury or some head injury. Fuck, crazy. He comes back and he gets injured again. Some muscle injury. But I don't get it. What is this? What are these injuries in the defense? But I would have to keep him, honestly. If I would sell him and sell Alaba and Militao, we would have literally no center backs. Now, Rodrigo, peace out, man. I know you have an ACL. Let's sell him in January. It's done. Yeah, that ACL absolutely killed him. Even without the ACL, I would have said, just go. Just go away. We don't need you. When you play right wing, you play 2 good games against City per season, and then you disappear. And when you have a good chance to play at left wing, when you want to play there, you don't play well there. So I don't get it, bro. I love Rodrigo as a player. You can benefit from playing at Arsenal. They still need you, yeah? They still need you. They fucking Trossard and Martinelli. You can do bits there. You can do PSG. You can do City. I don't know. Yeah, but go. If an ACL injury, it's so bad for us and for the player as well. I hope he recovers well, but he's not going to be a Real Madrid quality player, in my opinion, after that. And he doesn't even want to be here, bro. He wants to be here, then he goes on. Just leave. It's time. Rudiger, stay. If you asked me 2 months ago, I would have 100% sell because, you know, the contract situation and the injury proneness. But you could just see his quality now. Rudiger, when he actually plays football, he's a demon. He's an absolute rock at the back, and he's so important in the flipping bigger games. You could just see that against City, Haaland had nothing. When you give him space, he scores. One chance he had in the City, the second leg, he scored it just because Rudiger or Huijsen weren't on them. But the whole game, Rudiger is doing bits on him. And that's supposed to be one of the best goal scorers in the league. In the Premier League, sorry. And in the world as well. With Kane and Haaland. So, like, Rudiger is just... I think we have to keep him. Because once again, if I sell flipping Alaba and Militao, I have to keep these two. we would have 3 center backs at the club. Of course, we would buy center backs, but this is just stay or sell. And I'm trying to keep it realistic in terms of, not, who's going out, but I can't leave one center back at this club, I can't sell Rudiger, Militao, and these guys. So yeah, Rudiger, I would keep. I think Tchouaméni has to stay as well. I think pretty self-explanatory. One of the best defensive midfielders this season. Complete turnaround from last season. Yeah, fair play to you. I thought we were gonna sell you and buy Zubimendi. I'm fully happy we kept Tchouaméni, because Zubimendi, in my opinion, he's been a bit underwhelming at Arsenal this season. You can let me know down below what you think if you watch Premier League, and if you watch, of course, Zubimendi and Tchouaméni. I think Tchouaméni has been better this season. Such a good player this season. Trent, 100% stay. We just bought him this season, or, on a free. Spent 10 million to go to the Club World Cup, but that's about it. And yeah, when he plays, he's on another level. He's still a generational fullback, 100% stay. Fede Valverde, the best player at this club currently. I'm not putting him over Thibaut Courtois because you know why. But without Thibaut Courtois, we're nothing. Literally nothing. But without Fede, you could say the same thing. So 100% stay. He's genuinely in the conversation for being in the top 5 of the Ballon d'Or right now. Hat-trick against Manchester City. So many good performances in the league. And he's finally starting to score goals. Looking like a true captain now. Because at the start of the season, people weren't saying, nobody's selling Fede Valverde. But people definitely weren't saying those things about Fede. So I'm so happy he's finally finding his form. Vinicius Jr., 100% stay. I think the same. Vinny and Mbappe, they are kind of the same player. Yeah, 1 day they give you fucking the best player in the world, then they give you ass. That's the problem with these two, because Mbappe, once again, they played each other in the France and, Brazil friendly just like yesterday or 2 days ago, and Mbappe absolutely cooked Vinny. Vinny got absolutely cooked, and he got cooked on Twitter by the Brazilian fans again. But who cooked City? Who cooked City? Mbappe was on the bench, injured, and Vinny ate. You never know what's gonna happen with these two. I hope they can figure it out, and maybe one of them has to leave, but I'm gonna keep both of them. I don't care, because I can't decide who's gonna leave, who should I sell. I just don't know. What even is the possibility of selling Mbappe or Vinny? Who's gonna buy them? I'm just gonna keep them both. And Arbeloa, for now, I'm gonna keep you, because we still have La Liga and UCL to fight for. If we don't win a single trophy this season, on my life, I don't care what you say, I don't want Arbeloa. If there is a good manager that we could, get, an elite manager, I am selling Arbeloa, which is, sacking him. But if we don't get an elite manager, which is like Klopp or some of these, top managers, I don't know, don't fucking want, I don't know, Pochettino or Maresca or these rumors of Allegri. I don't want a defensive manager or just a subpar manager to Klopp or these guys, the top managers. Let's just keep Arbeloa. At that point, let's just keep Arbeloa. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what you do this season. Even if you come close to the UCL and don't win La Liga, just keep him. Because getting another manager that is similar to the level of Arbeloa, which is not elite, I don't see a point of giving Arbeloa or another manager, second Arbeloa, sorry, and giving another manager just one summer and completely restructuring the team. And now the team is playing much better with the style of Arbeloa, actually bringing in the players of academy and then using the senior players to bring them up. And if we knew then, bring in more experience, so far it's working. Let's see what we can do in the manager market, but so far it's a keep for me. The trophies and the availability of the other managers have so much, effect on if he stays or gets sacked by Florentino Perez. Now, with the academy players, with these players, honestly, I don't care if they stay, if they get loaned out, or they get sold. Most of them, I would loan out instead of, the one player I would like to see, stay at this club is Yanez. But once again, guys, I'm not giving too much, thought into academy players. Honestly, if they get loaned out, I'm going to be happy. If they get sold and we can generate some good money, I'm going to be happy as well. If they stay and they can give us something off the bench or even for the academy, I'm going to be happy. So for the academy players, you can decide, you can decide for Palacios, Jimenez, Sestero, and these guys. You decide. Honestly, I couldn't care less because Gonzalo Garcia, I think, has the most potential out of all of them with Thiago Pitar. I think, and I said Thiago Pitar should stay and Gonzalo Garcia should get loaned out. And Yanez I would keep, but I never know. You never know what's going to happen with these players, honestly. I would rather bring in Nico Paz from Como and sell all of them. You know, that's just my point of view, because we have so many midfielders in the academy and, you know, in the squad as well. I honestly, guys, if you want to know my opinion on the academy, it's just whatever. You could let me know who would you sell, keep, or loan, but I don't really care about the academy. I'm not gonna lie. I would keep Thiago Pitar and Gonzalo Garcia when it comes to it. Okay, now this was, you know, the full tier list. Let me move there's Carreras here. But yeah, this was the stay, loan, sell. Let me know if you disagree or agree for the most part. For the biggest players, I think we should all agree. Maybe for the sell part, some people would disagree with Rodrigo or Mendy and this or that. This is what I see, you know, the biggest debates about Militao, because great players, injury prone. This is the biggest, like, mystery with the Real Madrid players, because most of them are great players, but they are too injury prone, or they are just ass, but they are, you know, they have a lot of availability. So it's a bit of a mix in the sell pile. But yeah, for the stay, I think I think I was unbiased, even with Arbeloa. So let me know down below if you think I did great. And you know what? When there's international break, I want you guys to get it involved. Let me know down below what videos should I make in this international break as well. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's reach 2K in this international break. And yeah, let's see what happens in the next few days for Real Madrid. Peace out.